Could you envision us, years from now, still finding wonder in each other? A life where we never stop growing together and forever feels like the only natural progression. I want to know, could you see us together in every moment that comes, in every challenge and joy? Could you see forever, and would you want that with me? What would forever look like for us? A journey where we discover new things about each other every day, always growing, always loving. Could you see that with me? Could you imagine us, years down the road, still supporting each other through everything life brings? A love that feels eternal, one that strengthens with time. Could you picture us, not just today, but forever, creating a life together that's rooted in love, laughter, and endless possibilities? The thought of forever with you feels like the most natural thing in the world. Could you see it too? A lifetime of love, growth, and endless adventures. Could you see yourself by my side for a lifetime, finding joy in the mundane and beauty in the ordinary as we create our own forever? Every time I think of forever, I picture you and me growing, evolving, and loving each other deeper with time. Could you see that future with me? Could you see us creating a life so intertwined that forever is just the beginning of a journey that we'll cherish every step of the way? When I think about forever, I don't think about the years stretching ahead, but rather about how sweet it will be to experience each one with you by my side. Could you see that future too? Could we build a love so strong that even time can't diminish it? A forever that feels like an ever-growing promise, lived out each day. Forever isn't just a long time. It's the time I want to spend with you. Could you see it too? A life of shared dreams, laughter, and unwavering love. Could you imagine us, two souls, intertwined forever? A love that grows, changes, and deepens with every passing day. Could we create something that lasts forever? A love that weaves its way through all of life's seasons, stronger with each passing moment. What if we could turn forever into something beautiful, something real? Could you see yourself building that life with me, one day at a time? Could we make forever into a promise we live out each day? In every hug, every kiss, and every word we share. I want to know if you can picture forever with me, a future where we are partners, best friends, and lovers through it all. Could you see us growing old together, still in love, still cherishing the moments that make our forever something worth living for? When I think about forever, I don't just imagine a long stretch of time. I imagine the moments that will fill it, with you beside me. Could you see that too? Could you imagine forever as a journey where we walk side by side, learning from each other, growing together, and making every moment count? I ask myself if you can see what I see, a future together where we embrace every moment, challenge, and joy, knowing that forever is ours to build. Could you picture us, hand in hand, facing life's greatest challenges and its most beautiful moments together, building a forever that is uniquely ours? Could you see yourself not just loving me, but living with me side by side through the ebb and flow of time, creating a story that never ends? Forever doesn't feel so far away when I picture it with you. Could you see it too? A love that stands the test of time, growing and thriving every day. Could you imagine a love so deep, so enduring, that it fills every corner of our forever, making each day more beautiful than the last? Could we take the love we have today and stretch it into forever, making every moment more precious as we walk through life together? Forever doesn't sound like a long time when I think of us together. Could you see yourself growing old beside me, still in love and more connected with every passing year? Could you imagine forever as something we create together, a love that continues to evolve, to grow, to stand strong no matter what comes our way? What does forever look like to you? I see it as a life spent with you, loving, laughing, and building a future that will always feel like the right place to be. Could you imagine us turning our love into a forever story, where every chapter gets better, richer, and more meaningful than the last? Could you picture us creating a forever that isn't just about time, but about quality moments, love that doesn't fade, and memories that never fade away? Forever seems to stretch out in front of me like a canvas, waiting for us to paint it together. Could you see that too? A lifetime filled with meaning and love. Could you see yourself with me for the long haul, through all the seasons of life, learning and growing together as we create a forever we can both cherish? In a world full of temporary moments, I wonder if you can imagine us being one constant. Could you see yourself waking up beside me every morning, growing old with me as we face life's twists and turns together? Forever with you is a thought that fills my heart with both excitement and serenity. I find myself asking the question, not in uncertainty, but in hope. Could you picture us, hand in hand, navigating life's highs and lows together? Every passing moment seems to affirm my desire to create a forever with you. The thought of forever doesn't frighten me when I think of spending it with you. Can you feel the same way? Could you see us building life together, one filled with laughter, love, and shared dreams. Could you imagine the years slipping by, each one more beautiful than the last, with me by your side? The idea of forever doesn't seem so daunting when I know that we would face it together, creating memories that would make our love eternal. What if forever wasn't just a dream, but something we could make real? A life of comfort, peace, and passion. Could you see yourself in that kind of future with me, through every challenge and every triumph? I find myself imagining us years from now, still laughing, still loving, still learning from one another. Can you see us growing old together, a pair so intertwined that we become one? The future isn't a distant thought, but a possibility I see when I look at you. Can you imagine that too? A life built together, where we face the challenges of life not as individuals but as one, with forever waiting at the end of each passing day. What does forever mean to you? To me, it's a lifetime of moments that lead us closer to each other, where we experience the fullness of life with someone who makes every day feel like a new beginning. Could you see yourself by my side forever, not just in the good times, but in the ones that challenge us? For me, the thought of forever is made beautiful by the thought of facing it with you. Could you imagine waking up every day with the certainty that we've made it through another day together? It's a promise I want to make with you, a forever that transcends all doubts. I don't need to know what the future holds, as long as I know you'll be there beside me. Can you see us walking hand in hand through life's most unexpected turns, creating a future where forever is our reality? When I close my eyes, I see the two of us, intertwined, growing old in each other's arms. Could you imagine that too? A life where we evolve, change, but still find a way to love each other more with every passing day. Could you see yourself sharing every chapter of your life with me, from the small, quiet moments to the monumental milestones? A love so deep that time seems irrelevant and forever feels like the only option. I ask myself, not out of fear but out of desire, could we build something that lasts a lifetime? Could we weather all storms together and create a bond that is unbreakable, something that feels like forever? In the quiet moments, I ask myself, could I live without you? The answer is always no. But could you see yourself living with me, sharing every joy and hardship forever? Forever seems impossible until I think about you. Could you see us together, facing life's challenges as partners, creating memories that last for eternity? Could you imagine us sharing not just the easy moments, but the difficult ones too? A love so enduring that it stands the test of time. A love that could turn forever into something real. The thought of spending forever with you is no longer a distant fantasy, but a beautiful possibility I see clearly when I think of us together through all seasons of life. Could we create a love story that lasts for a lifetime, where every day feels like a new chapter and every challenge only strengthens what we have? Forever isn't just a dream, it's a reality I'm starting to see more clearly when I think about us. Could you see yourself sharing all of that with me? Could you imagine us, years from now, still finding joy in the little things and comfort in the simple act of being together? A love that grows deeper, richer, and more meaningful with time. When I think of forever, I think of you, but do you think of it the same way? Could you see yourself with me through every phase of life, growing and evolving together? Life is filled with uncertainties, but one thing I'm certain of is that I want to live it with you. Could you see forever with me, too? Could we spend our days learning from one another, growing together, and building a future that stands the test of time? A forever that feels right, feels real. I wonder if you can see it too, the beautiful idea of forever. A future where we love deeper with each passing year, where the bond between us never weakens, no matter what life throws at us.